All right, so now that we understand all those transformations, let's actually graph this thing. In the last unit, you learned how to graph quadratics like y equals x squared. You learned how to graph those using key features and symmetry. Well, before that, in your earlier math courses, you learned how to graph things using a table of values. And you can use a table of values here too, and it's important that you're able to do both. So let's look at x squared. So we know, because we have some knowledge of quadratics, we know that a quadratic function's domain is all reals. You can plug in negative values, you can plug in zero, you can plug in positive values. And we know that the parent function of x squared is kind of in this general area. So I'm going to keep this real simple. Okay, we're not trying to make this difficult. And I'm going to create a table of values. I'm going to create x and y. And then I'm going to choose you can choose at least 5, and I wouldn't say more than 7 values. So I'm going to do -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. It's not going to take as long as you think to fill this in. So how do we get the y values? Well, remember from past math courses, you get the y value that goes with the x value by simply plugging in. So what is -3 squared? That's -3 times -3, which is 9. What's -2 squared? 4. What's -1 squared? 1. And then once you get to the vertex here, now it's just symmetry. So it actually doesn't even take that long to fill out. I know it's hard to see the numbers here, but you can count. All right, when you're putting your dots here, 1, 2, 3, and then up 9. I know the numbers are hard to see, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, and then up 9. And then -2, 4. -1, 1. 0, 0. And then we can use symmetry to go right around to the other side here. And there's my parabola. This is the most basic parabola. Y equals x squared. We call that the parent function. There it is. All right, let's try another one. Y equals square root of x. Now, notice that it says f of x. If you make your table with x and y, that's not a big deal. I'm going to do x and f of x. If you do x and y, that's fine. Okay, so remember that we talked about it doesn't make any sense to put negative values on our table because you cannot take the square root of a negative number. So our domain here is just 0 and up. So, and remember, you're going to take the square root of these numbers. So I'm not going to put 2 on there because 2 is not a perfect square, which means it's not going to have a nice square root. So what numbers do have nice square roots? Well, all the perfect squares, which you learned already. So we're going to include 0. And then what are our perfect squares numbers? 1, 4, 9. The next one is 16, but 16 doesn't fit on the graph, so I'm not going to worry about that. Now, like I said, 5 to 7 points. Well, with the square root, you're not always going to get 5 to 7 points. With the quadratic, you can get 5 to 7 points, but with the square root, you're not always going to get it. All right, so what's the square root of 0? 0. Square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 9 is 3. And then we can plot those. 0, 0, 1, 1, 4, 2, and 9, 3. And this just goes in one direction. It's a nice curve, like a parabola on its side. And there you go. There's the parent function for square root. All right, so then you need to be able to graph where we transform a little bit. Now, be smart about this. Okay, so let's start by writing down our table, x and y. Now, I want you to notice this has a -1 inside the parentheses. That means a shift right. So now, my axis of symmetry, my vertex, everything is going to be shifted right. So instead of doing -3 to 3 like I did last time, since everything is shifted right 1 unit, I'll do -2 to 4 instead. And watch what happens here. I'm going to do -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now when you can put each of these in the calculator if you have to, or you can just kind of reason it out. -2 in for x, -2 minus 1 is -3, -3 squared is 9. Okay? -1. -1 minus 1 is -2. -2 squared is 4. So on and so forth. 0 minus 1 is -1. -1 squared is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 squared is 0. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 squared is 1. And now look. Now there's our vertex. Our axis of symmetry is 1, which we expected. It was shifted right 1. And so now I can just fill in the rest of this, 4, 9, and then plot. -2, 9, -1, 4, 0, 1, 1, 0, 2, 1, and then use symmetry to get your other points or get them from the table. And here's my parabola. And notice that compared to the parent function, which has its vertex at 0, 0, notice that this guy's vertex is at 1, 0. Shifted right, just like we expected. Shifted right 1, shifted right 1. So this is exactly what we thought would happen. So I've got a few for you to practice, and then that's it. Thanks.